Yeah, everything clear.
So in SCCM, networking is not important, okay, but at least we need to know basics of networking, like what is networking, what how we can use it in our SCCM, because no, we are coming from non-IT, so you'll at least understand what is networking, what it will do. Okay, so networking is nothing but the method of sharing the data from one system to other system without using any external storage device is called network. Is it clear? Without pen drives and all, copying a data from one machine to other machine, okay, using a wide network is called networking. Is it clear?
Yeah, clear.
Yeah. So if you see the components in the networking, there is a three will come, like sender who transmits the information, medium for the transition, medium which transmits the information from sender to receiver, receiver who receives the data from the sender. So it's the number of components which are involved. Types of network, it's a LAN, MAN, and WAN. So LAN is nothing but local area network. Okay, MAN is nothing but a metropolitan area network. WAN is nothing but a wide area network. LAN is nothing but if you have one office connected within a wires between the offices is called a local area network. Is it clear? A LAN connects to a network device over relatively short distance. An office, building, school usually contains LAN. Within one location, you have a wired connection between the computers, which is called a LAN. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, clear.
Yes, it's clear.
So MAN is nothing but within one city. Okay, from yeah, maybe Kukatpalli, Miapur. Okay, maybe in the high tech city. So you will see like Amirpet, you will have like different areas within the same city which is connected each other. It's called metropolitan area network. Like, is it clear what I'm saying to? Within the same city, you have different branch offices. Clear?
Yes,
Yeah,
clear.
it's clear.
A man covers large distance than LAN. For example, company having a different branch offices in the same town will use man. Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
This connectivity will
Yeah,
use
clear.
a leased line between the offices. Leased line nothing but a dedicated line will be provided by the maybe BSNL, any vendor from one office to other office. Yeah, somebody having some question. No questions. Okay. So next is
See,
yes. Next we have is WAN, wide area network. If you have different very large distance, maybe in the other country like India to USA, okay, where you need to use on WAN, which is very large distance, like from India to USA. If you have an offices, they will connect using a WAN, wide area network. From there itself also they will have some dedicated lines will be there, maybe via VPN tunneling or any other way you will get it. Like that is networking will team will taking care of this connectivity from a different one location to different location. This is called a WAN something. Okay, is it clear? You need to hear what is WAN. It's connected from a different location to different different location connected for a internet.
Clear, sir.
yes, clear, sir.
So what is the use of networking? You can share any files, reduce the cost of data sharing, easy communication, save time of sharing data, and securing the data sharing. That's what the advantages of the networking. Is it clear?
Yes, clear.
Sir.
So again, what is a network? A network is a interconnection of a devices or the method of sharing the data from one system to other system without using any external device called a network. We already seen the device. So we see the networking like within in companies, no, they will have like routers and switches. For that particular switch, they will connect wires. Okay, from the main switch, they will give internet, so that net will come to the all the machines. If they're using Wi-Fi router will get it. So we'll see already what is LAN and what is the things, right? Then the main important thing is IP address. So IP addresses are divided into two types. One is IPv4 and one is IPv6. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. So IPv4s are limited. Okay. So who is not speaking? They keep in mute. Okay. So there are two types of IP addresses like IPv4 and IPv6. So if you see about IPv4, it will comes from 1 to 254 range. Means first digit of IP address, and IP address is divided into 5 classes. Okay. Class A, class B, class C, class D, class E. The first digit of IP address starts from 1 to 126. Between that is called a class A IP address. Am I clear?
Yes, clear.
The first digit of IP address starts between 128 to 191. That is called class B IP address. The first digit, there is 4 digits here with a dot. Okay. Class C, 192 to 223. Class D, so class D, it's 224 to 239. Class E, 240 to 254. Is it clear? How to identify it's coming from which class? Is it
C
clear?
class.
Yeah. So
Yes,
last
sir,
two
clear.
classes are reserved for different things. Okay. Class D used for multicasting. Means, for example, if you are using a cricket match, okay, there uses this series of IP address for live streaming, because no, they will allocate dedicated bandwidth here. So class E used for security, like militaries and all the government bodies, they will use this series of IP address, because no, somewhat tracing and hacking is somewhat minimal to these IP addresses. They have some more security for these IP addresses. Clear? So we need to use only this classes within the LAN. Means in our organization, we need to use this series of IP address. Clear? In class A, again, we have one network and 3 hosts. Class B, 2 network and 2 hosts. Class C, 3 network and 1 host. Is it clear what I'm saying to you?
Yes, yes,
What
clear.
is network is nothing but if network portion is common, hosts are changed, it will communicate with each other. Is it clear? If you want to
Yes, sir.
communicate two machines, network must be common in the both IPs. If not, it will not communicate. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
By default, class A IP address will not communicate to class B to class C. But if you put routing between it, it will communicate. That is advanced routing concept. Okay. By default, it will not communicate. Okay. And again, 127.0.0 will be used for the loopback address. Nothing but to test your physical LAN card is working or not. How to test which is your LAN card is working? You can give ping 127.0.0.1 or 1 any IP address you can give. Whether you connected to internet doesn't matter, that's fine. It is checks whether your LAN card is working or not. Broadcast IP. Okay. And again, IP addresses are divided into public and private. Is it clear what I'm saying to you?
Yes, sir.
IP addresses are divided into public and private. Only private addresses are used in the local LAN. Public IP address will be used for the, you need to purchase those IPs. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
You can go to Google and type what is my IP address. Each and every internet, no, you will get one IP. What is my IP address? What is my IP? It's coming which class? What class of IP address it is?
Class A.
Class A.
Class A.
So this is a public IP. Okay. You will getting internet means one public IP will be assigned. For example, if you connected from Geo, if you connected from Airtel, let me change it to some other. So you will get IPv6 latest technology. Some other, because I'm using one of the BSNL connection, they still use the things. IPv4 are limited. Okay, now most of the companies, most of the vendors, they are using IPv6. For example, Geo, any Airtel, if you connected from different internet, if I search with the IP address, let me is my voice audible? Hello,
It's audible.
it's connected
Yes.
from a different internet. No, if I look for my IP address, they are also using IPv4 only. Airtel, maybe local provider of Airtel using. So you can connect to your Geo and search for what is your IP address. So you will get IPv6 address. Clear? Let me connect to Geo is there. Let's try Geo also. It depends. Anything they use, either IPv4, that doesn't matter. But they started using the IPv6 also. Is it clear? So private IP address is nothing but you can use only 10.10 series only for within a class A. You can only use 10 series. Within the 10, anything can be used. Is it clear? 11.0, 11.1, you cannot keep it for local LAN in the company. You need to use only 10 series of IP address. So 10 series, how many IPs are coming? 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Millions.
Somewhere 16 million IPs are coming. So class B, you need to use the second digit. See, 16 to 31 only you can use it. So 65,000. For example, if you have a company with 100 machines only, what class you will use?
Then I will use class C.
C.
If you have 30,000 machines, what class you use?
Class B, class A. Both.
Yeah.
Anything.
If you have 50,000 machine, if you want to expand your network, then you can use directly a class A. Depends upon the number of machines, the company will choose which class they need to choose it. Okay. That depends upon the network team, what they want to choose and all. By default, they will choose either A or B. Okay. Clear?
Yeah, clear.
Yes, clear, sir.
Any doubts? Moto. Let's see my IP address is coming or not.
Identify it's IPv6 or IPv4, sir. So
Yeah.
IPv4 we know. Yeah, how to identify IPv6?
IPv6 will come with very long digit like where is this browser?
Private.
See here, you will get
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. First 4 digits are common, sometimes based upon the vendor. So last 4 digit will change. Okay, vendor to vendor. If we're using
Sir,
Geo,
now companies are using IPv6 or IPv4, sir,
mostly they're using IPv4 only as of now.
as of IPv4 only.
Clear?
Okay, sir. Yeah, clear, sir.
Any other doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Yeah, fine. So if you see here, so class B 172.16 to 170.31. Class C 190 to 168 only. Last two are getting changed, so only you can use it. Okay. This series. So mostly you will see if your internet is coming, sometimes mostly they will use this series. Clear? This is about networking. For example, for class A, how many networks are common? One network, right?
3 networks, 1 host.
MS Paint, okay. One network, how many hosts? 3 hosts. So if I give you one IP address, okay, 10.20.30.40, which IP address, which class it is? 10.220.1 will it communicate with each other? Yes, no?
Let's communicates.
10.0.0.1, 11.0.0.2. Will it communicate or will not communicate?
Not communicate.
Not communicates.
Why?
The network equation is different.
Network position, first network position is different, right?
Yes. Yes.
So you need to know 172.16.1.1, 172.17.1.2. Will it communicate or will not communicate?
Yeah, communicates.
So not communicated, sir.
Not communicate
No,
because
172.
Yes. Second
first
position is
two
second
must
position
be
is
same. How many networks are there? The
two
host
networks.
is must be different, but networks must be common. Is it clear? 172.16.2.3, 172.16.2.5. Will it communicate or will not communicate?
Communicates.
It communicated, sir.
172.16.0.1. Okay. 21.16.0.2. Will it communicate or will not communicate?
Not communicated.
Will communicate?
Not communicated, sir.
Not
Not
communicate.
communicate.
Why? First two networks must be common if you want to communicate. Clear? What series of IP? Which class it is?
It's a class B, sir.
Class B.
Class B. 192.168.1.2. 192.168.2.3. Will it communicate or will not communicate?
Will not
It
communicated,
communicates.
sir.
Yes, no? Yes or
Will
no?
not communicated, sir.
Why
No,
it's
sir.
not communicate?
The
Communicates.
third position of network name is different.
So first
Network position
three
is-
must be common in the class C. First three is common, then only communicate. If not, will not communicate. Is it clear?
Yes, yes.
So in companies, no, they will try to communicate with this series of IP address to this series of IP address. For that, you need to use routers. Is it clear? You can communicate each other, but by default will not communicate. If you use router and you use some NATing here, then it will communicate. By default will not communicate with the different classes. Is it clear? Is it clear about networking and IP address?
Clear, sir.
Any doubts?
Sir, sir, I
Yes.
have a doubt, sir.
Yes.
Sir, if the class B is two networks,
As
if I put a class, so అంటే సార్ ఇప్పుడు క్లాస్ బి లో టూ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కామన్ ఉండాలి. సో మన
okay.
రౌటర్ ఉపయోగించేసి క్లాస్ ఏ నుంచి మనము
Yes, you can communicate. Yeah. Here, what they will do, they will give this IP address and this IP address 0. They will write NATing. So these both will communicate, ping each other. Okay.
I didn't understand, sir. Can you repeat
Means
again?
in the router itself, they will write routing tables to communicate with each other. That is called a router. That's why networking will exist. No, how like in the world it will communicate without different networks will be there. How it will communicate? Because in between there is a router device. They will configure the networking. Okay, you need to communicate with these two subnets, or do not communicate. By default, it will not communicate. Only they will give, that will communicate with each other within the different subnets, different classes. Clear?
Clear, sir.
Any doubts?
Yes,
Any other?
yes.
Hello? Yes? No?